Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of VanAmsen Explain podcast. Today, we are diving into the world of AI, specifically large language model or LLMs. Recently, a startup called Inflection has introduced its own foundational AI model named Inflection-1. So, designed to rival the likes of Google and OpenAI model, Inflection mission is to create a personal AI for everyone, and this new model power the conversational agent called PI. So Inflection-1 is of a similar size and capabilities to model like GPT-3, and company claim that it's competitive or even superior to other models of this particular tier. So to back this up, they publish a technical memo describing benchmark they run on their model, comparing it to GPT 3.5, LLMA, Chinchilla, and Palm 540B 12 as well. So yeah, here we have a technical memo as well with comparison of different models. So the result they published showed that Inflection-1 performed well on various measures like middle and high school level exams task and common sense benchmark. However, it falls behind in coding task, where GPT 3.5 outperforms it totally. So still, Inflection plans to publish results for a larger model they're working on, comparable to GPT-4 and Palm 2. So we will have to wait to see what they bring to the table next. And now it's worth noting that AI models aren't exactly like comparing apples to apples. They comparison is more like comparing different weight in classes in boxing. So a smaller model might run efficiently on a phone, while a larger one requires a data center to run it. So this model perform differently based on the task they are designed for and the computational resources they require. So Inflection-1 has trained using thousands of NVIDIA H100 GPUs on a large datasets. So, which led to a number of proprietary technical advances. So it outperforms model in its compute class, such as GPT 3.5 and LLMA, on a wide range of benchmarks. So, which is a significant achievement for Inflection, having started just over a year ago. So Inflection-1 set a new standard on the massive multitask language understanding, so MMLU benchmark, which tests a wide range of academic knowledge. It also performs significantly better at trivia questions or on trivia QA. So not Q&A, yeah, QA, and natural question. So those two benchmarks that measures the closed book question answering capabilities of language model. Importantly, Inflection places a great emphasis on safety. They are committed to managing and stewarding user data with great care, and they told they are focusing on constant improvement, transparency, putting user interest first, and involving user uh, yeah user in the design process as well. So I don't know how they do this, but yeah. So the safety approach at Inflection involve establishing a clear safety policies and aligning the model to conform to this policy and having an ongoing review process for improvement. So yeah, we will see how it plays. But as always in the AI, the proof is in the pudding. So we will not only talk about Inflection-1, but also put it to the test. So we will be examining the PI model with some test questions to see how it performs in real time scenarios. So Uh, Stay tuned and let's, yeah, so here we have a meet PI. So I'm running meet PI and let's see what we have. So, hi there, it's nice to meet you. What can I help you with today? So, okay, so as promised, we are going to test this PI or PI or heypi.com. Yeah, so you can check it by yourself as well. So let's start. So, okay, so let's type first question. Tell me a summary of the book 1985 by George Orwell. So, sure, in a nutshell, the book depicts a dystopian future. And so, yeah, have you read it? Okay, so let's go with I can say no or yes. Okay. Uh, can you generate a short story about a girl and her pet dragon? So it's generating. Sure, here is a short story I generated for you. Once upon a time, there was a girl. Fergus was dragon. He was small, friendly. He started to cry, and Lila rushed to comfort him. She picked him up and carried him home, where she nursed him back to health. So I think it's like really short comparing for to GPT-3 or 4. So okay, let's dive into another question. So what are the main difference between a virus and a bacteria? So it's thinking bacteria, microscope, virus on the other hand. So okay, so as you can see, it's provided with some tasks. So can you explain the concept of quantum physics in simple term? So it's thinking, of course, quantum physics is a study of behavior of matter and energy at the subatomic level, where the law of physics we are familiar with don't seem to apply. This idea has been used to explain phenomena like quantum. Thus, that helps. So let's go with another. So generate a poem about the beauty of nature. So the beauty of nature is a sight to behold. The animal roaming free, the sky a deep blue hue, drifting into the view, so view, and standing tall. The season come and go, each one so beautiful, so grand. So okay, so as you can see, it can generate. So what are the main benefits and drawbacks of solar energy? Yeah, let's dive because yeah. So solar energy has many benefits, including that it's renewable. However, solar energy also has some drawbacks, such as being intermittent, meaning it's only available when the sun is shining. Overall, though, the benefits of solar outweigh the drawbacks. Promising source. I think like all the response are quite short, but okay. So translate the following sentence to French. It's a beautiful day today. So, okay, let's see. In French, you could say c'est un beau joie aujourd'hui. Yeah, so it's a beautiful day today. Okay, so it can translate so as well. So let's see more. So could you recommend some popular science fiction books. So, of course, if you are looking for some popular science fiction, I recommend classic like The Martian by Andy Weir, The Guide to the Galaxy. So all of these books are great reads. So yeah, you can see. So let's generate a recipe for a vegetarian lasagna. Okay, so vegetarian lasagna, sure thing. Here is the recipe. So preheat the oven in the large pot. So I think it's like changing the number. So here is 1, 2, 3, 4, and crushed tomato. I don't know whether it will work or not. So is there something? This early version of P can make mistake. Please don't rely on its information. Okay, so who won the World Series in 2022? So last question. Okay, so I'm afraid I don't have up-to-date sport information, but I can talk about sport in general if you would like. Are you a big baseball fan? The World Series is such an exciting event every day. Do you have a favorite team? So no, no, I don't have. So okay, so you can see how a PI model works. So I see that those yeah responses are quite short, so shorter in comparison of, for example, GPT model 3.5 or 4. But like yeah, also like interface is like more book style, so they try to do some innovation in user interface as well. So remember, while we test, it's critical to bear in mind that until Inflection's model has been subject to widespread use and independent evaluation as well, so the benchmarks they tout should be taken with a grain of salt. So while the technical achievements are impressive, user experience in the world is the real test of an AI models. So as always, stay tuned and enjoy the ride as we explore and evaluate the capabilities of Inflection-1, the underpinning technology behind PI in real world scenario as well. So until then, this has been another enlightening episode of VanAmsen Explain podcast. Keep exploring, keep learning, and see you next time.